Hello, it's Lila Halo, and today I'm going to be showing you how I went from this ugly brown blotchy patchy color on my head to this gorgeous copper red orange beautiful color. I want to say that I am not a licensed professional. I'm not licensed at all. This is just my personal experience dyeing my hair copper. I wanted to jump on the TikTok trend, and I went ahead and did it, and it turned out really good. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. You're going to want to start off with boxes of the copper high color highlights from L'Oreal and a 20 volume developer. The red protein filler is necessary if you want to get that gorgeous undertone, and also color remover if you have box dye like I did on my hair. I had black box dye underneath in my root area. That's why I had that band, so that's why I use color remover. But if you don't have box dye on your hair, I would suggest you skip this step. You don't need this step, especially if you have virgin hair. You want to skip this step. But if you have color on top of your hair, especially box dye, you're going to want to use the last step like I pointed out here to remove that color. And I lost my beaker. That's why I'm using a measuring scale, because I lost the beaker. So just make sure you follow the instructions and apply it to wherever you have that dark box dye color on your hair. And I used a mirror to help me with the back. You can go ahead and skip this and wait till I finish applying the color remover to see how it turned out. I'm gonna apply timestamps on the bottom, so you can go ahead and skip to the next part. I pretty much just applied it to where you see that band, and I also applied it to the sides of my hair like you're seeing right now by the ears. I applied it there so it can look a little bit lighter around my face, so it can frame my face really nicely. And I also applied it to my bangs, so my bangs can be lighter than the rest of my hair. Just slightly, I left it on a slightly longer than the rest. But yeah, make sure you're using gloves so you don't damage your skin or stain your fingernails or your fingertips. Make sure you're using gloves every time you dye your hair. Now towards the end, after the top has been processing for a while, I went ahead and dampened my hair so I could apply the color remover to the ends of my hair. I didn't want to apply it to completely dry hair because I didn't want it to absorb and lighten that much, so I just wet it a little bit so it can glide easier and distribute easier. So I just did it for like 5 minutes. I left the developer on my ends because my ends are really processed. Like I said, I have bleached hair on the bottom of all this hair dye. I have bleached hair, so it's really damaged, honestly. I also applied it to my eyebrows, but do not do this because it didn't do anything to my eyebrows. I thought it was going to lighten it a little bit, but it didn't do anything, and it actually ended up irritating my eyebrows a little bit. So after I rinsed it out, I went ahead and applied Olaplex number 3 to my hair, and I actually left it on overnight. I didn't rinse it out. So I left it overnight, and then I applied the color on top of the Olaplex. So that helped with breakage and damaging my hair. And you're gonna see right now how it turned out after it dried. It did not turn out how I expected. It actually looks more patchier than before because some areas look way lighter, and it's still dark around my root area. Yeah, it it looks horrible, and honestly I was hoping for it to even out when I applied the color, but it still looked patchy after I applied the color. If you really dig into my hair and look at it, it's gonna look patchy, but who's gonna do that? I mean, come on. So this is the fun part. This is where I applied the color. I went ahead and put the color in the bowl, then I measured it out. I don't remember the measurements off the top of my head, so you just have to follow the directions on the box. And I also added the protein filler right here. So the protein filler is really important when you're doing your hair, to get that undertone that you want, the red undertone, and to make it look really vibrant. It's really important for that. I added 0.3 fluid ounces of it to the hair dye. So I don't know what that would translate to on a beaker, because like I said, I lost my beaker, but just add a tiny bit to the hair color and make sure it's evenly added to the next 3 box dyes that you used. So this is the first batch that I made. I made 2 other batches after this. Make sure you add equal parts of the red hair filler. A lot of people on YouTube I saw were complaining about getting hot roots. So hot roots is whenever your roots are way lighter than the rest of your hair. And the way that I avoided this was by not putting a plastic hair cap on top of my hair. So I let it process without the cap. I just put it in a bun and I let it process, because I feel that whenever I put a hair cap on it, it traps the heat mostly on my roots, and that's what causes hot roots. So I didn't want to do that. This is me with everything applied, all the hair color in, on my eyebrows and everything. I left it on for 30 minutes after I applied it to all of my hair. And then I went ahead and rinsed it out along with the Olaplex. And this is the final result. So it looked gorgeous. It turned out really nice. Despite it still being a little bit patchy on the top of my head, as you can see, it still looks patchy, and in between my hair, if you lift it up, it still looked patchy. But I mean, like that, to the naked eye, it looks gorgeous. I got a lot of compliments. This color is so beautiful. If you're thinking about going copper, go ahead and do it, because it's gonna look gorgeous on any skin tone. And this is also with indoor lighting. So once I go outdoors right now, it looks so gorgeous. And this is without a filter. It's just with the natural camera lens. It has no filter, and it looks so vibrant, so beautiful. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm feeling myself. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video and staying to the end. I really appreciate it. so I'm still new to this. It does still take me a while to edit my videos and everything, but I am getting better, and I promise I will post more hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, skincare tutorials, stuff like that. I'm gonna be posting more. I'm gonna try to post at least once a week, guys. So thank you so much for staying tuned. Please subscribe to my channel and like